Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going through the yearly outlook of the Euro USD, what I'm looking for price to do this year. Now, before we start it, a quick disclaimer here. Anything I do or I say in this video is basically not a financial advice, but rather just entertaining purpose only. So, yeah, let's get straight into it, shall we? Now, this is the monthly time. The monthly candle you're seeing here. Right, this is the monthly candle. Now, as you can already see, this is what is happening. We had this fair value gap here in terms of a CB, and price is really respecting that fair value gap. Like you can see, it's really like failing to close even inside it, right? Not even close to it. All you can see, all these rejections that is happening since last year. So um it's an area in the market where it's really significant. The way I'm seeing, like, price is really failing to go even like inside it, to close inside it on the monthly time frame, right? So this is what we have. And if you take this week here, this July candle, right? You measure like the midpoint of it, right? The midpoint of it, this is the midpoint of it. That's the consequent encroachment, and that's where this is the one I've drawn here, right? That is where price is reacting to, like it reacted in December here, right? So what am I looking for on the Euro USD? Like, what am I seeing? Well, I'm seeing price is most likely to be bearish. Like, oh yeah, perhaps I'll even like make this claim that the high of the year has already been formed. You're going to see like the reason why I'm saying maybe the high of the year has already been formed here in this January candle, right? That is like my own opinion. Like, that's just what I'm seeing. Yeah. Now, one thing for sure is like expect a lot of volatility this year. Last year we didn't have volatility, like price was just consolidating here. This year expect volatility. You're going to see why we're going to have like volatility, right? So this is what we have on the monthly time frame candle, and then we had this what here, um this BC here, right? I expect price to come into it at least, but there's a reason why I'm seeing price to at least go beyond like the consequent encroachment, right, of this BC this fair value gap here. Perhaps I'm looking at this high to be this low to be taken. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year, or but one thing for sure I know is like this year we're going to have a lot of volatility. You're going to see why. Maybe before we can even like go down to the lower time frame, let's first look at the yearly candle. This is like the 12 months chart, right? 12 months time frame. Now, I explained this on my previous video. You can go check it out here. Why this year we're going to be having like a lot of what? Volatility. Now, last year, if you notice, it didn't take out the high or the low of 2022. How many times has it ever happened in the history of trading? Like, it has happened, I think, like once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, and 7 times only in the history of trading. That a yearly candle doesn't take out like either the previous year's highs or low. It has only happened like 7 times, and the 7 times it's last year that it happened, right? Now we know in trading, like, history repeats itself, and everything here we do, like, it's algorithmic. Of course, that's what I believe in, because there's some things here, if you still don't believe that this thing is coded, then well, maybe you should look out for it. Now, if you can see, each and every time a candle doesn't take out the previous year's highs or low, there's going to be like a big volatility to one side movement only, right? It has never happened in the history of trading whereby a candle like a previous year's candle that didn't take out the previous year's candle. It takes out both the high and the low of that candle, right? However small it is, It's just going to get on like one direction. Here it's what happened. Here it happened here because this didn't take it. So it just took out the high of this one. This one didn't take out the high, and this, it just went one direction only. This didn't take out the high, this just went one direction only. So that is it. So like that is why I'm seeing price just going one direction only. And that's why I'm claiming the high of the year has already been formed. Well, let's go back to the monthly time frame there. So this is what we have, right? This is what we have. This is what I'm looking at. Because now if it takes out this low, there's no way it's going to take out that high. It's not going to happen, because that's what the history says. Data, of course. Now this is the weekly time frame, right? Now if you can already see, like, we have it clearly. This is the monthly fair value gap that we have. We can see price came back into it, like to revisit it, right? And it's even like failing to close inside it, right? On the weekly time frame, of course. We have this order block here as well. And then there's a fair value gap here that I've drawn, if you can see. That is where, like, even it's failing to close inside it. We have this consequent encroachment of that monthly candles week. That is where price is really like reacting from, right? And then you can make the case of this as well. We have this that inversion as well. So if you can notice, like, price is even failing to close inside the midpoint of it, above the midpoint of that inversion, right? So that is like what I'm seeing. And then this is what we have already. We have a change in state of delivery here, right? So we expect what? Lower pricing. Now if we are to draw this, the premium and discount, we shall see we're in what? We are already in discount here. I mean premium here, sorry. So we have what? Liquidity taken here. There's a shift in market structure here with displacement as well. So expect what? Lower pricing. That is what I'm seeing. That is what I'm looking at, right? That is what I'm seeing. So this is what we have on the weekly time frame. And that's why I'm claiming, like, the high of the year has already been formed, right? It has been formed. I don't expect, like, AMD to happen this year, like accumulation, manipulation, and distribution on the yearly candle, right? I don't expect it to happen. That's just like my own view, right? So let's take this back. So that is what we have. And then let's first look at that. This is the DXY, right? This is the DXY. Now on the what? This is the monthly candle as well. We can see price is really coming off that what? The same what? Fair value gap here, right? You can see it's even failing to close inside it. You can make the case that it has taken liquidity here. That we have what? A balanced price range here. Well, that's cool then. That's fine. But look at this wick here, right? Get the midpoint of it, the consequent encroachment. That is also where price is reacting to. Exactly there, right? Exactly there. And then on the weekly time frame, on the DXY as well, this is what we have, right? We had a balanced price range here. This is a balanced price range, this one. That is where price is reacting from. You can see from here, right? So if we get like a close above this, remember this is like sell side already here taken. On the daily you can see it clearly taken here. So if we get a close above this, expect what? Higher pricing. I was looking at like last year for price to come and take out that swing high there, but it didn't. So I expect this year to go and take it, right? Liquidity taken, like relatively equal lows taken here, right? We have what? A shift in market structure here, and then there's a change in state of delivery as well. So expect what? Higher pricing. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Higher pricing. So let's first go back to our Euro USD. So this is what we have. almost the same one. So like if we get a close below this candle here, that's our change in state of delivery on the weekly time frame. So I expect what? Lower pricing. Now if this year we're expecting volatility, expect massive movements, like things are going to happen, of course. That's what I'm saying. Let's remove this, sorry. So I also expect price to come to this what? To this swing low here, right? That's the minimum I'm seeing price coming to. That's what I'm saying. So on the daily, what we have already, now don't mind this, I'm going to tell you guys. We can see as well relatively equal highs here taken, right? So liquidity grab to our point of interest, which is what? Our PDRA, yeah, higher time frame PDR, which is the consequent encroachment of the July's week, right? There, exactly, that's where price is reacting from. And then what? There's that monthly fair value gap, right? So this is what we have already. This is a what? We had a change in state of delivery here, right? And then what? This is a balanced price range here. This is a balanced price range. Expect what? Lower price movement. Now, I did an analysis on this before. You can go check it out on my previous video. When we were just still here, I was like, price is going to go lower. That's what I was looking at, and it did exactly what I'm seeing, right? And then we have this inversion, I mean this fair value gap here. I don't expect this to push price higher. It can, I'm not saying it can't. It can take it to this relatively equal highs, but I don't think it's going to do that. Instead, we are going to see what? This is going to act as inversion. That's what I'm saying. That's my view, right? Now, let me first bring this a bit, right? Like when I just started trading, this is what I used to trade, right? Like the trend line and whatever. So like 3 times it has broken the trend line. So like we expect correction. Now, this candle, this is the Wednesday's candle. If it closes, of course, we are going to be having what? A fair value gap here. So I expect what? Price to bounce us from there, and then boom, from that. So don't mind this, but this is what I used to trade when I just started trading, but I no longer do that. So that is what we have now from the 4 hours. It's also like clear here, right? This is what we have on the 4 hours, right? So I'm seeing a what? A market maker sell model here. This is our original consolidation, right? That's what I'm seeing. So I'm looking at this, and guess what? This is the weekly candle that if it closes below it on any Friday, that's going to be our change in state of delivery right there, right? That's going to be it. So this is what I'm looking at. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at this to be as what? To act as what? Inversion or lower pricing. So this is just like my own view on price of what is going to happen. Of course, now anything can still happen. There's nothing 100%, like nobody knows what's going to happen here. But then from my analysis, from what I'm seeing, I'm looking at lower pricing, eventually like taking out this what? This swing low here. So that is like what I had for you guys. If you like this kind of content, like if you want me to be looking at the analysis, each and everything, like going through other pairs as well, you can let me know in the comment section below, and then you can subscribe if you like this kind of content. Like it will really motivate me to help me to make these kind of videos. So make sure you do that if you haven't, and share it as well. So have a nice time, guys.